Okay, okay everyone. Assalamualaikum and good morning to our fellow colleagues. I appreciate you guys for joining our meeting today. Firstly, let me introduce to our members that participate today. We have Mr. Muhammad Izzat Daniel from Department of Production, Mr. MUAZZIM RUSMADI from Department of Finance, and Mr. Muhammad Najib from Department of HR. Okay, our main agenda today is to discuss about a task that is given by government. This is rarely happen that Infineon has been commissioned to hold an event to help tackle youth and unemployment in Malaysia. So let me give some brief introduction about what is youth unemployment. The youth is typically teenagers from the age of 15 to 24 years old that wants job but can find them. It's always about money, but maybe because of the individuals or the communities that they grow in. Mr. Izzat, can you give the insight of the what you call the problem that may arise from this?
Okay, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Okay, I will address this problem. Okay, the escalating rates of youth unemployment in Malaysia present a critical challenge that, if left unaddressed, threaten the nation's future prosperity. The inability of young individuals to secure a productive and decent employment not only jeopardize their personal well-being, but also result in loss of crucial human capital. This in turn hampers the economic growth and societal development. Considering the looming threat, it is imperative to examine the root causes, economic and social ramification, and potential solution to mitigate the impact of young unemployment and safeguard Malaysia's future trajectory. Okay, for our company, maybe we can organize a one program to address this issue. Okay, that's in my opinion.
Do you have any ideas what is the program that we can help to fulfill this task and the way to solve the problem? Is it like education program or like that?
Okay, I would suggest that we as a non-government official, non-government organization, we can have such initiatives. We can have such programs to as our initiative to make things better, to apprehend this issue. In my opinion, it is important for us to apprehend this issue in such a way that we would improvise things for the youth. We may be able, from having this exposure program for our youth, we may be able to increase their competency in getting better jobs for themselves. Because there may be in some cases that they have the capabilities and they are capable into working in a much better environment, but because of their lack of soft skill and technical skill, they may not excel in interviews, in things before they get to the job. So we may be able to apprehend this issue by helping them in such a way so that they can help themselves to be better in a way. We can organize a program as our initiative to improvise the youth competency. And it is important for us that we improvise our youth, because our youth may be just a percentage of our community right now, but they are 100% our future. So I would suggest that we have this exposure program to increase their knowledge and technical skill.
Oh, good. I think the exposure program can help the youth to encounter their problems. What should we name or title our program, Mr. Najib?
I would suggest, in my opinion, since it is a skill-based program, I would give it in a name of skill development training and education program for our youths.
Okay, noted. Do you guys agree with this?
Yeah, I agree with this. With this program, maybe we also can polish their talent and to look if there is some that is talented in this area, and maybe we to invite them to our company.
Okay. Talking about this program, there may be some the contents of the program that we need to do. MUAZZIM, do you have any idea what we need to do?
Yeah. In my opinion, first, we can start with a motivational talk that emphasizes the importance of soft skill and technical proficiency in the workplace. This talk can inspire and motivate the participant while highlighting the value of effective communication, teamwork, and adaptability. So, the motivational talk can cover the following key point. First, the significance of soft skills such as communication, teamwork, and adaptability in the workplace. Secondly, strategies for the overcoming challenge and setback, and the importance of resilience in the face of adversity. And finally, the exploration of various career options and the potential for personal and professional growth in different fields. Uh, I think that's all from me. Is there any opinion about my idea?
Any opinion? Is the talk?
Yes, I have one opinion.
Go
The
ahead.
question is, who should we invite to give a motivation talk? Should we hire a professional motivator or use our senior engineer, or we employ our senior engineering for this motivation talk? What's about you guys' opinion?
In my opinion, we can have any motivators. Since we have two options right here, we have a professional motivator, and also another option would be our own colleagues. The advantage of having the professional motivator is that this professional motivator may be able to give as much motivation that he can, since his expertise is in motivating people. On the other hand, if we were to have our colleagues to handle this program, it may be somewhat advantageous to us, since we do not need as much budget to hand out to, because it's our worker, it's our one of our staffs. But then the motivation that our colleague will be able to give may have depends on his or her limitations. If this colleague is on the technical side, she or he may be able to give such deep understanding and knowledge on the technical side, but not as much on other fields. So since this is more towards a motivation-based program, I think by having a professional motivator would be a better idea.
Yes, I agree. Maybe we can hire some motivator that has credibility and to invite to give the talk. Okay, I think that's settled. What about other than talk? What we can do in the event of program?
Other than giving a talk in our program, we may also be able to slip a programming, a technical class, which is a programming based, since it is an advantage if our candidates were to have such skill and knowledge. This is because different language have different applications, but note that this programming class will be useful for those who are applying jobs, who will be going into interviews on the engineering or the software side. It may not be as widely applicable for those in other fields, but at least we can maximize our program to give to conduct a programming class. And then
Okay, got it.
since different language have different applications, some hardware may use a specific programming language. For example, like Arduino boards may only be able to be programmed with C or C++ language, but not with Python. So it depends. We may not have all the time to teach every single language to our candidates in these programming classes, in this programming class, but at least we get to teach them general knowledge so that when they know about the programming or the coding flow, these candidates, they can have a proper and systematic way of making decisions. So that is actually an advantage for all of them. So that's all from me. That's from my opinion.
Okay, I think it's talk. We invite motivator and then the technical class. Other than that, maybe we can focus more on the soft skill. Maybe the student needs more on the soft skill, since it is a requirement to enter a certain company. Is there any more event that you can do?
I think we maybe can include resume building workshop. Resume building workshop are sessions designed to guide individuals in creating effective and compelling resume that highlight their skill, experience, and achievement. The goal is to have participants craft resume that make a positive impression on employers and increase their chances of securing interview. Maybe we can also add a interactive session such as incorporate hands-on activity where participants can start drafting or revising their resume with guidance from facilitators. And next, maybe we can also organize a peer review session where participants can exchange feedback on each other's resume and encourage constructive criticism and suggestion for improvement. And lastly, maybe we can also add on Q&A session and individual assistant. Allocate time for a quiz question and answer session to address specific concern or uncertainty about our session and provide opportunity for participants to receive individual assistance or advice from our professional or expert. Okay, that's from me. Do you guys has any opinion about this?
Yes. In my point of view, the resume workshop is good, but I think we can slot in the resume workshop or resume thing in the motivational talk so that we have extra slot to do other activity, such For example, activity or class that we can slot in to replace the resume workshop is a communication ethic class to help improve their communication skill during working session. So there are a few activity that can help them to improve their communication skill. First, by doing a role-playing activity, which encourage the participant to practice a different scenario and situation that may arise in the workplace. Then allowing them to develop effective communication strategy and empathy. Secondly, by doing a group discussion, this activity can help to organize. This activity can help to them to organize a group discussion on topic related to communication skill, communication ethic, such as active listening and conflict resolution. And finally, we can also do a family show and tell activity, which encourage the participant to share personal story or experience. Then fostering a sense of connection and understanding among colleagues. So by incorporating this activity, the program can help participants to develop effective communication skills and foster positive work environment. I think that's all from me. Any question or opinion that related to this idea?
Okay, so the resume part we put in the top, but then we add another class for communication skill among colleagues. Is that right?
Yeah, Mr. Chairperson, right.
Yes. Okay, I think is everyone agree with this? And then we can conclude. I think we have fulfilled the need in our events. If there is any
Yes,
question,
I agree.
if you have any question or any addition you want to give in this meeting, I take this as no. So then I will conclude this meeting that the outcome of our meeting is we do an skill development and educational program, which consists of one, we held a talk that we invite the motivator from outside, and then in the talk we have a resume clinic or a resume workshop, and that done by our employees, and then we have technical class, which is programming language that focus on C++, coding language. Then we have, lastly, we have the what we call communication skill class. From this, I hope that this program will empower our youth and build a future that's inclusive and thriving for everyone. And after this meeting, I would like to meet Mr. MUAZZIM in a short session. I will explain about discuss about the budget of our meeting. I think that's all from me. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Chairperson.